Hey guys, Derek here. We are back reacting to another episode of Lucifer. This is season 6, episode 4. It is called Pin the Tail on the Daddy. What happened last time on Lucifer? Last time we had kind of the half animated episode, like the first half of it was animated, when we were diving into the backstory of the bad guy in the first episode. I forgot his name. But it was kind of heartwarming at the end. You found out a little bit about why he was so mean and why he killed that one dancer girl or whatever. Find out that he just didn't want his mom to leave. Like, that was the core point of his trauma. And then at the end of the episode, Lucifer has a run-in with his daughter, and she tells him who she is, and that was the stinger of last episode. So hopefully we will get to explore that relationship more in this episode and find out, where the heck did this chick come from? How is this possible? Whose kid is she? All that stuff. Before we jump into this episode, though, please consider leaving a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my videos get seen more. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions to Lucifer or You or any other show that I'm watching on the channel. And then if a full-length reaction to this episode is something that interests you, consider supporting me on Patreon. I post all my full, uncut reactions in watch-along format, so you just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. There you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, let's jump into Season 6, Episode 4 of Lucifer.
When you abandon your child before she's even born.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Did not.
Okay. Look, you can't be my daughter because angels can't procreate.
Amenadiel did.
Not helping, Daniel.
Lucifer.
That's true. Amenadiel did.
Can I get you a drink or Xanax, maybe?
Yeah, you need to chill out.
Fine.
Like a Sonic teenage stare down.
Well, I am.
I'm sorry. I promise you, you are not my daughter.
You know what?
I think she is.
I'm actually glad you abandoned me. Wouldn't want you to be my dad anyway.
He's probably just so confused.
Beam me up.
Oh, Daniel.
He don't know how, brother.
To help you, but we've been through this.
And yet you still left me in ping pong purgatory to return Belios's pathetic backhand for thousands of years?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. A little rude, but he did.
Wow.
Something tells me being up here with no one being able to
You have
notice
no
he
idea
was
what's
worse.
right with me. You stay away from me.
Where are you gonna go, Dan? How are you gonna leave his apartment? You can't interact with anything. You gonna press the elevator button, or is he gonna just jump off the balcony?
Does he even notice if I'm gone for the day? Because I've just been so nervous to talk to her about this. The heaven of all of it.
Yo, you should tell your daughter.
Speaking of teleportation,
I just need to take care of a little misunderstanding with us.
what happened? Is it Dan? Did you find him?
No, Daniel is... He's fine. No, this is something else, which...
Maybe she is your daughter, Lucy.
Ha ha. Do I need to remind you that
Got
angels cannot produce offspring?
And need I remind you of your nephew?
Well, that's different.
I just assumed that every time you were on Earth, you had sex with a woman.
Not always a woman, brother.
Probably an accurate description.
But while you're on Earth,
Who wants to visit the 90s? Frosted Tips, Dial-Up, Creed.
Creed, yeah.
Hey, Daddy. Oh, that's where you're mistaken, buddy boy. I am here to prove that I
And not the daddy.
am nobody's daddy.
Did they, was that a CSI Miami reference? When he puts on the sunglasses Yeah. Oh. Seemed like a CSI Miami reference. Yeah, not even Bellios is here
Yes.
to play
If
ping
any
pong.
human can see me, you can. You're the most spiritual person I know. Ella! Can you hear me? Ella!
She smells you.
Not only does this report say that you are just a regular old bullfrog
She named
with
the
zero
frog
traces
Dan.
of the supernatural, you are also stinking up my lab, Dan.
I mean, but what are the chances he'd run off to Vegas and marry a stripper twice?
Okay.
Above
But
zero.
Maybe what you're this app that I have sort of just tells me where he is.
It's creepy.
He's where?
Miami.
It was Y2K. People were getting jiggy with it left, right, and center.
Orgy with 36 people.
There's no way that kid is mine.
Can't wait to watch the rerun on Jerry Springer.
Very funny.
You are not the father.
Yes. Lucifer?
This doesn't seem like a very
Never thought I'd see you again.
structured class. It's definitely not her.
Is it good genes or Botox?
Don't think it's her either.
Immortality.
You should check out our next class.
I'm here on business and not pleasure. Is this your daughter?
Kind of hard to tell.
How about... Oh, she looks refreshingly unfamiliar. Thank me, I'm not the dad.
I mean, yeah, you? A father? That'd be disastrous.
Oof, rude.
You're not the sticking.
Well, if you want to be a dad so bad,
She
maybe
wants-
there's still time.
she wants one.
My divorce just finalized, and I'm ready to party like it's 1999.
Eliza, I'm sorry, but I'm not that same male slut that you had sex with many, many times that night. I do stick around these days. Eliza, what are you doing? I told you, I've evolved.
Lucifer!
How'd she get there so quick?
You haven't changed at all.
Look, a young lady broke into my penthouse, acting like the devil's spawn and claiming to be one to boot.
But angels.
So, we're all good now, right?
No. No, we're not all good.
Why?
All this talk about being partners, why would you keep this from me?
'Cause it's a big thing.
Good news is, there's only one woman left on the list, so...
What list?
The list of women he banged and then that had kids 9 months later.
But I mean, you can see me, right, Maze? Maze?
What if Maze could see him and just like pretends not to?
I don't want to look like Dan.
Oh, yes, that would be a tragedy.
Poor guy.
Rude.
Pants were always so tight.
And another thing! Everybody knows that LA is way too hot for leather!
That'd be so funny if she actually could see him.
If you wouldn't mind showing us a photograph of your daughter, not in a creepy way, then we'll be off.
Is this about Mira?
Mira?
She ran away 5 years ago. I even hired a private detective. This is one of the last pictures I have of her.
Oh, well, that settles it. I'll take I am not the father for 200, please, Alex.
Okay, but now you have to find this lady's daughter.
I don't need to because the...
Missing a child? It's like missing a part of yourself that can never be replaced.
I'm in a deal.
Why can Lucifer see him, but none of these other people?
Dan?
Oh, he has his earphones in.
Dan, is that you?
I mean, I didn't want to give Trixie a coronary popping out of the bathroom mirror or something.
That's wise, yeah.
I'm so sorry about getting upset with you before. I've been feeling so bad about the fight that we had right before you...
Died?
Yes. When you got done clapped
I've been feeling bad.
and made me sad.
That's why I didn't come.
I love you, man.
Hug it out.
Right. You're a soul without a body.
Yep. And I guess only angels can see me.
What's up, Dan?
I knew Mazikeen could see him.
Wait, what? Wait, you can actually see
She saw you before, brother.
I could see you all along. Well, then why do I feel like you're still keeping secrets from me?
Okay.
What secrets?
Oh, that
I
Dan's-
didn't know everything. A young woman
Dan's in
accused
the-
of being her father and
in the
then
penthouse.
flew away.
What? She's an angel? Why wouldn't you tell me that?
It's not the most pressing detail of the story.
Death threats and Daniel coming back to Earth.
Oh yeah, Dan's back too. You should know that.
Dan? Is all right?
Well, he's the ghost.
Okay, I thought we were past the point of keeping secrets.
This is all very recent.
Help yourself. Why?
We are past keeping secrets.
Then why
This
didn't
is-
you tell me that you have a daughter?
This is all in the past
True, I
like
can't keep a
8
secret if I
hours.
don't know what the secret is.
But you keep keeping secrets.
It's not like this is stuff he knew for a long time.
I'm upset.
This is new details for
I
him.
think we need to focus on when we... After you.
She's so mad at him. I mean, maybe he needed a minute to process some of this stuff on his own before he brought it up to her.
Have you?
Did you say Mira?
Hey, that you? Who you be? You, Mira? Oh. What's up, man? What is it you truly desire?
I want to go home.
Shut up! Get back inside!
How dare you treat these children this way?
Dude, tank a shotgun to the face. Oof.
Lucifer.
He's Gucci. He's fine. It just probably hurt a little bit. Oh yeah.
You don't still have a
Look at this
Menadil's
dude
necklace, do you?
tanks a shotgun blast to the chest. We're gonna beat him up with a rake and a shovel. Why are there so many of them coming to this man's defense? Oh, that's kind of brutal.
She's not here.
Where is she? Tell me!
It's okay. We got him.
I think maybe he's starting to believe that this kid might be his also.
A guy online. She ran away to be with him.
Oh, wonderful.
How'd she meet a guy online?
To a relationship with online.
Do you have the internet in this little tent?
You think that Mira might actually be your daughter, don't you?
He's got a tiny sneaking suspicion. How are you gonna get home, Chloe? You don't have a car. He flew you here. You gonna call an Uber?
Pervert. What are you, 72?
I don't know what's going on, but for the record, I'm 43.
Where is she?
What are you, 72?
Dad?
Who are you?
You're Mira's father. But I thought you were some basement dweller catfishing young ladies on the internet. Right. Call your mother. She's worried about you.
She is?
Yeah, man. You ran away. 5 years ago.
Her a million times, but I was so angry when I ran
Of course she's concerned about you.
The best day of my life when she showed up at my doorstep.
And you didn't consider calling her mom either?
To be honest, I thought I was being
How did you realize that she was yours?
You just looked into her eyes and knew.
You know, I think it was the first moment I looked into her eyes. Just felt it in my gut.
Gang gang? Okay, but you should have called her mom. What were you doing? You hooligan? Okay, yeah, dude, you know that chick was your daughter. But who is her mom? That's the real question. Hey, Trixie. Okay, that answers my question. I was gonna say, is this a fresh wound type cry or like your dad's still dead type cry? But you answered that. She answered that question right away.
Take you back where?
the hell?
He used to play ping pong with Bellios.
I know why you didn't bring me up here.
They were tied, and they need to
Seeing Chloe, seeing
see who wins.
It's worse than hell. Just please take me back.
Daniel,
He can't.
I'm so sorry.
You're stuck here.
Once you reached the mortal plane, you became intangible. I can't carry you back even if I wanted to, and I do, believe me.
So what, I'm just stuck here?
And neither do I.
Maybe Dan feels guilty about leaving his daughter fatherless, and that's why he can't go back to heaven.
When I stared into her eyes, it was so familiar. She's my daughter.
Yeah, you should just ask her, who's your mom?
You gotta take advantage of the time you have with your kids before it all goes away.
Are you guilty that you feel guilty you didn't spend enough time with your kid?
Because she's still out there.
I think that's my theory. What's keeping Dan there?
Go get her.
Yeah, but where?
I will.
¿Dónde?
I will.
¿Dónde está Negasonic Teenage Warhead? Someone in your house. Is the angel in your house? Are you her mom? How is that possible? What sort of weird time travel is this? Turn around. Turn around.
Who are you?
Okay. I think that's your ma.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, that answers that. How? Answer the question. How? Freaking end of the episode. Come on, man. I ain't got this kind of time to not know these answers. Okay. So this did not answer any more of my questions. I think I was kind of under the assumption, like right off the bat, that she was telling the truth, right? Like as soon as she's like, "I'm your daughter," I was like, okay, that makes sense, but also doesn't make sense at all, right? But I believed her. And then especially when she Lucifer looks into her eyes and is like staring her down, I was like, okay, it's clear from this moment that's happening right now that they are related. But I don't get it. Like what kind of weird alternate dimension type stuff is happening at the moment? Like obviously Lucifer's like, bruh, I wasn't here to have a baby. Like, but then leads to this whole investigation where they're checking on different people and being like, hey, oh, what's your kid look like? And they're like, it looks like this on my arm. And it's like, okay, cool. Not the daddy. And Chloe gets mad at him because he's not telling her right away. Okay, it's understandable that she's like, hey, don't keep secrets from me. That sucks. But at the same time, it's been like 4 hours for him. Like, I think he's entitled to a little bit of time to process this and kind of figure out what that means. Because, well, one, if that kid turned out to not be his and this angel was just like mistaken, then him kind of like opening up this whole can of worms to Chloe is just kind of unnecessary. Like if he could avoid the whole thing, like don't bring up the problem until it's actually a problem, right? Like if it doesn't have anything to do with Chloe yet, make sure the claims are concrete before you involve a possible stepmom into the scenario, right? But yeah, they go on this journey and they help find this one lady's missing daughter, and that's cute. But at the same time, that daughter, it's like, bruh, call your mom. In the last 5 years, you haven't even attempted to call her mom? Like, that's crazy. Also, the dad, that dad, as soon as that kid shows up, he's not like, he's immediately just like, okay, yeah, cool, you live with me now. Like, he's not gonna attempt to call the mom at all. like, come on, guys. Like, you could have avoided this whole situation. Dan is stuck on the mortal plane, but he's a ghosty boy. And he's trying to get people to notice him. Ella can't notice him. He thinks Maze can't notice him, but I snuffed that out right away. I was like, yo, she sees him and she's just pretending. She is just goofing. And then he goes to Amenadiel. They make up, which is cute. They're good bros. And Maze reveals, she's like, yeah, dude, I was just making fun of you. But he cannot find a way to get to heaven. Like, he doesn't know what he's still guilty about. And he is mad at Lucifer a little bit for not taking him up here. He's like, why'd you leave me down there? And turns out, like, obviously being up here is worse than hell, right? Because in hell, he gets to play ping pong with Belios for eternity, which, you know, may not be the greatest, but it's still something to do. This, up here, he can hang out with Maze and Dan, but, like, his loved ones, like his daughter and Chloe, like, he can't interact with them. He just gets to watch them be in pain. That is a special kind of bad juju going down, and I don't think he enjoys that. So he wants to go back down, but he can't, because he's a ghost now. Lucifer can't touch him. So I don't know what Dan is guilty about. Maybe he's guilty. He feels guilty for like leaving his daughter fatherless. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe like in his last moments, right? Like when he got shot and he knows he's dying, does he feel guilty for, even though it's not really his fault, does he feel guilty for like knowing that his daughter is going to grow up without a father and he needs to somehow get past that? I don't know. That's a really tough question. But yeah, hopefully we can find out what Dan is guilty for. Like, what does he feel guilty about subconsciously? And then hopefully we can also figure out what the frick is going on with Negasonic teenage daughter. like if Lucifer is her dad and Chloe is her mom, what kind of like weird alternate dimension time travel thing is happening? I don't understand. Is she from the future? Like, cause it like, that would be weird. I don't know how I would necessarily feel about them introducing time travel into this show. Like, that would be, I mean, I guess it's not that far-fetched, because like they've literally introduced like alternate dimensions where God and his wife are now. So it's not like time travel would be like a super unbelievable concept for this show, right? But like, it wouldn't necessarily gel with like the genre, if that makes sense. Like, time travel is much more of like a sci-fi genre-esque type show, genre thing, you know, trope, buzzword. And this show doesn't feel sci-fi at all. So like, introducing the concept of time travel in the final season kind of messes with my brain, and I don't know how I feel about it. But so if that's the case, you know, why does she think Lucifer abandoned her? Does she not think her mom abandoned her? Like, what happened? Like, she knows Chloe's her mom. Did she grow up with Chloe but not Lucifer? Like, what went down if she's from the future / alternate dimension? I don't know. But I'm very curious to find out. Yeah, hopefully that is answered sooner rather than later. Because if they draw out that mystery for the whole season, I don't know how I'll feel about that. Cause we're on episode 4 now, and they've already kind of played on the like, how is this possible type thing. If they carried that on, it would be a little unsatisfying. Hopefully they're able to answer that question fairly quickly, and that would be Prime. I don't know what else I got to say about this episode. I enjoyed it, but I want more of my questions answered sooner rather than later. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below in the comments. If you've, like, when you saw this, because obviously you've probably already seen the next episodes, when you saw this, what was your kind of thought process surrounding all this? But yeah, if you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions to Lucifer or any other show that I'm watching on the channel. And then if the full-length reaction to this episode is something that interests you, consider supporting me on Patreon. It is linked in the description below. There you can become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.